Joe, and you're doing it first. From Todd in Boston, Dunkin, why is it trading like this? Is it a long-term hold?
It is a long-term hold for me. I've had this stock for a while, and I'll continue with it. It's struggling. I think Josh owns it as well. It reports earnings on October 31st. So they're going to be rolling out Beyond Sausage on November 6th. That's ahead of the January 2020 launch. Apparently, they tested this in New York. I don't understand what's wrong with New Yorkers, but this was the #2 sandwich behind Josh. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. Still #1.
At Dunkin'?
Agree with that?
I like the coffee. I don't really eat that stuff. Truly.
Right.
Not my thing.
All right, Steph, William in California, AMD. What do you like in the semi sector? Do you like this one or something else?
Well, I mean, I like Lam better. I like Broadcom. That's the one I've actually been adding to. AMD's great. They've got a good lead over Intel, but it's up 72% year to date, and it's not cheap, but 33 times forward. So if you own it, I hold it. I wouldn't buy it here, though.
All right, Bryn, for you, Michael in Connecticut, Carnival.
Yep, we own Carnival Cruise. It has been a little bit painful. When we bought it, we did sell calls against it to marry that with the yield. You know, the stock hit about 40 earlier this month. It's bounced a little bit to 42. I think that if you get a little bit, we'll say less worse news, you know, out of Europe, because they do have exposure there, you can get a little bit of move in the stock. But we did own it and couple it with the calls to get an overall total return there.
Okay. Josh, for you, lastly, from Keith in Florida, Hasbro, H-A-S.
So
has the right stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Missed earnings by 17%. Missed revenue.
Does not have the right stuff. Excuse me.
Yeah, missed revenue.
Hello.
Missed earnings. Complained about tariffs with China.
We'll make the ticker hasn't.
Should I stop? You guys want to finish
no,
this?
Hold on. I was one little thing there. Now you can continue. Please.
Don't buy.
Hasn't.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys were riffing.
All right, the CEO, Brian Goldner, is going to be with Jim tonight. Jim Cramer, Mad Money.
Sorry, Brian, not a buyer.
6 o'clock Eastern, right here on CNBC. Maybe Jim will tell him, hey, you know what? Josh Brown on the show today said.
It's not personal. By the way, that stock was up 50% going into the number, but I feel like when you're going to miss earnings per share by 17%, you should maybe say something at some point during the quarter. That couldn't have come as a shock in the last week or so. And you throw it. Look, you have every excuse in the book. You have M&A related costs. They bought something called E1 in Britain. You have tariff issues. You have retailers canceling orders because they're spooked by China. You have M&A issue. It's like one thing after another. So I don't see what the rush is to buy this thing down 15%. They've got issues.